Hey, greetings YouTubers, it's your main man Black Lion here, and I'm here to talk today about Chicago. Chi-Town, Chi-Town, Chi-City. I got tickets, me and a good friend of mine, to the People's Rally up in Chicago. It's taking place at McCormick Place, Chicago, Illinois. I'm super excited about it. If you guys didn't know this about me, I'm like a super progressive person. So I'm a Team Sanders all the way. I'm a Bernie bro, whatever you want to call it. I'm a super progressive. I think neoliberalism is ruining the country, not to mention conservatism. And I don't know. It always, when I see black conservatives, it's always like a oxymoron because even in the word conservative, you get like conserve, meaning you want to conserve the status quo. But when has the status quo ever been good for the black man? When has the status quo ever been good for a minority? When has the status quo ever been good for anybody but the rich white elite? So, it's just, I don't know, it just seems to go against their own self-interest to vote conservative or to be conservative. But, yeah, I'm definitely a progressive. I don't know, what happened. Let's rewind back to 2008. The country was deeply divided. Bush had gotten us into all of these wars, and I don't know. He just had a really bad presidency. The stock market had crashed. These bad bankers, and then here comes maybe 2007 Obama with this message of hope and change and bringing people together, and I really got on board. But what I came to find out is that it was just empty speech. It was just rhetoric. Unfortunately, it was the same old thing. He bailed out the bankers. He gave money he looked out for Wall Street and said F you to Main Street. He said nothing while policemen and public officials cracked the heads of Wall Street protesters when they were fighting for the we are the 99%, that whole movement. I don't know, Obama was just a colossal disappointment. Not to mention he did not one thing for black people. And I know that's a controversial thing to say for most, but it's the actual truth. People will say Obamacare, but Obamacare is a right-wing plan. This is what the reason the Republicans right now, they don't have a plan. They've been talking about repeal and replace for the last 8 years under the Obama administration. But the reason they don't have a plan to replace it with is because Obamacare is their plan, also known as Romneycare, also known as the plan that the Heritage Foundation came up with, and it's just a giveaway to health insurance companies. There's no cost controls. It was just a giveaway to the insurance company. And what made it even worse is he had a super majority at the time that it was passed. So if he had a little more balls, I should say, we could all have universal health care, just like they do in Europe and most other modern nations, in Canada and all these other places. And he spoke the rhetoric when it was time. He spoke in those platitudes. He made some nice speeches, but all in all, he was a great disappointment. And but I will say that was the first time that spark was in me. I wasn't just voting against someone. I was actually voting for someone. Like, I believed in his message, and he even said on the campaign trail he thought universal health care would be the way to go, and he just didn't deliver. So fast forward to 2015, early 16. I keep hearing about Killer Mike. He's going hard for this guy. Who is this guy that Killer Mike is going so hard for? Every time I turn on these different websites, I see Killer Mike out stumping for this guy, this Bernie Sanders guy. And I look him up, and yes, this is the dude. Not only did he talk the talk, he had 40 years of showing and proving. And I was on board 100%. Yes. I was I went out and I did whatever I could do to tell people about Bernie Sanders. I live in the South, and it's Clinton country down here, and I had to tell people like, why are you so into Clinton? Why are you so into the Clintons? Do you realize what they've done to black people and during their reign? Bill Clinton is the one who put in these tough on drug policies, these 3 strikes you're out. He's the one that created this prison industrial complex where people are, black bodies are incentivized to be locked up so a corporation can make profits. I mean, Bill Clinton was the one who deregulated Wall Street that led to the financial crash of 2008. Bill Clinton is the person who deregulated the telecommunications industry that allowed all of these different, like 30 some odd media companies to conglomerate down to 6 that feed us nothing but constant propaganda. 6 media companies own about 99% of the media that you consume. It's and they all have a corporate agenda, so you don't ever get to see the real picture. I look up Noam Chomsky. He broke it down. I found him, afterward, after doing some of my research, or he breaks down, how the media, especially now, after there's only 6 of them, they just manufacture consent for the corporations and their own interests. So, but that's neither here nor there. He introduced me to Bernie Sanders, Killer Mike did, and that spark that I falsely felt for Barack Obama, it is the real thing with Bernie Sanders, and I get the actual chance to go in, meet with, and we get to come up with ideas. We get to see all types of progressive thinkers. Nina Turner's going to be there, Jane Sanders. Who else? Josh Fox, Jimmy Dore. A lot of progressive minds are going to be there. They're going to be giving stump speeches. They're going to have classes. They're going to be doing all types of really cool things to kind of help people like myself and who really want to see a change, but who don't necessarily know how to go about caring about that change. Bernie set the prototype. Look. I'm gonna come in with the people's agenda. I'm not gonna take your corporate money. I'm gonna crowdfund this thing, and he outraised Clinton several months, and okay, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Bernie showed us the way. So now we have the template, but there's behind the scenes stuff that we don't necessarily know, and I think there's classes throughout the whole. Weekend at the People's Summit, so I've signed up for some, and so has my friend, and we're gonna take notes and come back with ideas, and I don't know, it'll be so good to be around progressive thinkers. I live in the South, surrounded by Confederate flags and Make America Great Again signs and hats, and it's just disheartening to see. I saw this quote, and it said, there's 2 types of people that vote for Republicans: millionaires and stupid people and idiots. And it said to check your bank account to see which one you are. And it's so true, man. People continue to vote against their own self-interest. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. They would rather. I do understand it. A lot of it has to do with religion. I won't get into that in this video, but getting back to the message at hand, I'm really looking forward to going out and seeing Bernie Sanders. Hopefully I get to shake his hand, take a couple pictures. They got a great lineup. I think Rosario Dawson's gonna be there, crush from my younger days, and there's so many progressive. I'm thinking TYT's gonna be in the house, and many other progressive outlets. So hopefully it'll be a really cool weekend. I'll get to run into a lot of really cool people. Hopefully I get to take some pictures, get some autographs, but it's such a joy to be around progressive minds. It's the thing that I'm looking forward to more than anything. I went to Medellin, Colombia 2 weeks ago, but the whole time I was there, I couldn't stop thinking about this weekend, going to Chicago, being, just being in the Windy City, getting to absorb it, just being around progressive minds. So I'm really excited about it. I'll probably be doing some videos from there and checking in with you guys. So just be on the lookout for that. And I'm guessing that's it for now. But until next time, hear me roar.